The run only got a yard. Tagovailoa working out of the good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okudah.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Got his man. That's Harry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
From all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Up on 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Tua. Nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
25 yards.
And I guess, Charles, sometimes and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 32. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25.
Tackled at the
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Tracy Walker on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Kick is good. Makes the score Dolphins 3, Lions nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they
took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Recovered by Miami.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Tua going to throw.
Throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
The Lions take over.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute.
Going to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 78 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slipped through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
A loss of a yard. And it's...
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense set to take over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Dolphins 3.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A gain of 6 there on first.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Miami.
Tua now on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Tua. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Deshaun Hand, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, here's Agnew. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Lions will take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
on first down. Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Carry on Johnson, the ball.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
35-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
That's good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3.
Dolphins 3.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Dolphins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. He finds his man. That's Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tua. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now we get a peek at the cap.
They expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
2nd and 6.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Catch is made by Harry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The throw to Parker, complete on the slant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Complete to Devontae.
Well, these guys are definitely necessarily. But I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this one to Galladay. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Galladay.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Another throw for Galladay. This one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 46.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the 2nd half of the season. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And in the 2nd quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Next, we'll visit the other team in Texas as we head down I-45 to check on the Texans at home in Houston. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. 35-13, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth 1st half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game thrown.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They begin the drive with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Johnson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Lions 20, Dolphins 10.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Their own 26-yard line.
Miami set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive starts with a completion left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
On the carry. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Swift. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say they're...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Gain of 3.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man open, that's Harry. And down he'll go at the 25. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. 45 yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick.
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Deshaun Hand make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Tua. And they're going to get him. They bring him down the sack back at the 16-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Gay knocks this one through.
The kick is good.
And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13.
13.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
In on the tackle.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This pass caught at the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, that was absolutely absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14.
Dolphins 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Tua and the Dolphins down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. On first down, Tagovailoa. Catch is made by Harry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Complete.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 4-yard.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Dolphins first down.
Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tua to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it from the point, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there'll be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And fights him off. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up giving this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Lions, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.